Hey everybody, and thanks for coming back for another puzzle. This time I have the anti-gravity device from Puzzle Potato. It is a escape box, so you have to open this up. It's got a story behind it about Isaac Newton. I'll just put it up here if you can. I'm not going to read this whole thing to you. Then it says, please keep in mind that our puzzle boxes can be solved by logic. No force hitting or banging is required. Bonus tip for first-time players: the key to open most puzzle boxes is to carefully search the box for clues. Clues come in all sorts of different symbols and shapes. Trying to find matching symbols. Yeah, I mean we know all that. We've done this before. So Puzzle Potato, check out their stuff down below. And here we go. So it doesn't come with a goal. I'm sure we have to take these things off. And then there's a secret compartment of some sort on the inside here. So we have 4 different sides, all of which have different things. This has like a map of some sort with circles, squares, and triangles. It has lock and unlock on this corner here, which we can not shift down just yet. It's spring loaded. You can see it pops back. Same thing on this corner. On the top here, we have this thing that has half triangles, half circles, and half squares on it. So somehow related to this. On this side, we have these 3 pieces of wood here with cutouts, a small ball bearing, these 2 gears with different symbols on them, and a math equation, question plus question plus question. We've got this here, which appears to be a pull. That's probably our starting point, but we'll get to that. On this side, we've got this wheel type thing. All these different symbols, 3 things on the corner here. So I can't move this, mostly because of this, but there seems to be another lock in place as well. On this side, we've got 6 different slots, each have a ball bearing in them. And then we have a bunch more different symbols all over the place. Okay, so those are all of our sides. This appears to be the most logical place to start. So that's what we're going to do. So pulling on that causes these gears to rotate a little bit. But I can't pull it any farther than that at the moment. There's a little piece of wood right there that appears to be stopping me from pulling this. Maybe that's related to this up here. So this ball bearing is stuck in place. There's a vertical piece of wood right in front of it here. There's nothing we can do with that just yet. We have to drop that piece down somehow. This here is going to rotate at some point. It's got a little map or a path type thing that runs from this one to this one. Like I said, this we can't. It's got an arrow to pull out, but I can't pull it out yet. Oh, up top here we have a music symbol and a mouth, so something about singing. Well, there's actually an opening here. Does that mean we blow into it? Yeah, all 3 corners have this mouth and music note, and all 3 corners have a hole. Alright, let's try it. Oh! It makes a sound. So there are 3 different pitches. This one's the lowest. And this one. Okay. There's apple here, this, this. So maybe when we turn this to be over top of that, then we blow into it. I don't know. We'll have to get there. So it's this that's blocking me from... So can I pull this one out right now? No. Can I pull any of them out? There must be some kind of piece this way locking it in. I did see when I was taking this out of the box, one of these has a... Where did it go? Here it is. Has a... This little piece here with an up arrow. This is the only one that has it. That seems to be related to this path here. So I can't do anything with it yet. Does this top thing rotate? Oh, it seems to pull out. Ah, it pulls out. I guess that makes sense because we need to... It's got a little magnet on top too. And we've got these ball bearings, so that probably all comes into play. So underneath this we have these different pyramids. One has no bricks, one has some bricks, and one has all bricks. They have lines coming out of them which come down into these different paths here. So let's just, I don't know, we'll start with this one and see what happens, if we can actually do anything with that information. So this is partial bricks. Does that appear anywhere else on this puzzle? Yes, right here actually. Ah, okay, so we have the 3 different pyramids here, and then these symbols match up with these symbols here. So we have to somehow, I don't know, take the path or something. Like we follow the path and then, I don't know. And then we have, these have, like I said before, the half triangle, half square, and half circle. Okay. Let's just see what happens. So we'll start with the partial brick, follow it down over this way, and that takes us to this square here. So do we... Can I line it up like this? Okay, I can line it up like this. And then that has 3 different paths coming off of it. The circles has just one, and the triangle has one. So I can follow that, but then how do I know where to go from there? Because it leads both, so it leads over to the triangles. Oh, that appears to be it. Well, maybe not. Let's see. And then that takes me, so it stops here, or if I follow it this way, it goes here, over to the circles, which goes here and stops. So maybe that's the 2. So the 2 symbols that the partial brick leads to, if you follow it through. So we'll do this, and we'll follow this to the first square here, from square to square. That leads us to this triangle here. When we line the triangles up, that takes us to the far triangle over here, which takes us over to the second circle. The circle does up 1 and over to this circle here, which terminates in this eye. And then if we do the other path, the squares will follow it all the way to this side. That terminates in this flower thing. So let's see. I'm going to just write this down. It's going to come into play at some point later because of this, but so let's see. And it appears to be a square with, okay. So next we'll do, which one's next? The empty pyramid. and the full pyramid. So empty comes to this square right here. I'm going to do the first one. We'll just jump one path over. That takes us over to here. And the triangle goes all the way to the far side, which takes us down to, I'm just going to call it the X. I'm not going to draw this whole thing out. And then the second square, where were we? Right here, takes us all the way to the far side, which takes us to this circle here. And when we line that up, that jumps one over and goes to the like atom type thing. Good enough. I know what it means. And then last we have the full pyramid. Takes us all the way down over to this square here. So we'll do the first jump. Takes us to this circle. Jumps over one to the also to the X. And then last we're jumping all the way over. That takes us to this triangle, which takes us to the far triangle, which takes us to the eye here. Okay, so we've got all of that information, which somehow relates to this, which we cannot turn just yet. So somehow turning this and we'll get the ball bearings. I don't know. We'll get there. And then the path goes through the middle here. And then this one's somehow related. I feel like this wood piece should come out. It seems like a very logical... But it doesn't just yet. Okay, so we have the magnet on top of this. But I still have the vertical piece keeping the ball in place here. And that's related to this. Okay, so this wood piece here is when we pull it up, that vertical piece that's keeping the ball bearing in place goes down. I don't want to... Yeah, so it's being stopped by this plastic piece, which we can't... So let's see if we can backtrack. And then we follow the path over to here, which says pull, but we can't pull this one out until we get... I can feel when I turn it a little bit, this becomes a little bit looser. So this is dependent on this. I still feel like this is... Oh, now I can get it all the way over. What happened there? Okay, so we have... I'm not sure what was preventing that before, but I can get it all the way over now. And there's some music notes. So do we have to play this pattern? Let's try it. I'm going to have to write down what was what here. So the triangle. This is, we'll call this one the paths. So I think the triangle is, let's do it, if I do it this way it should. Okay, so the triangle equals low. This looks like one of those pendulum things where you swing it and the kinetic energy passes over to the other ball. Equals medium, and then the apple is our high note. So what happens if we play this pattern? So it's high, high, low, medium, high, high, medium. Medium, high, high, medium. Unless, oh, maybe that's saying, so we're saying high is apple. So we would turn this thing to apple. There's two of them. You know, I don't know. I'm just kind of, there's a lot going on here. Oh, okay, this one just came right out. Was there some kind of lock preventing this from... No, there doesn't appear to be anything that was stopping me from taking this out, other than just kind of pulling on it. And there's an arrow right here. Oh, was it this maybe? Ah, so this was stopping me from taking that out. So now we've got our first one out, which frees up this. But I can only work on this bottom section here. So high, apple, apple, low. Oh, there's paths here as well. So this appears to be, well, I can't get that there. This looks like a starting point, and then you have the arrows that are going off of it. Apple, apple, low, triangle, medium, medium, apple, apple, medium. Well, there's something there. Okay, what's our next? We took this one off, which unlocked this one. But I can't get this piece all the way up to this top section without removing at least one of these. Oh, do the sides eventually come off of here? They must. That must be the final. You take these things off and then somehow you get the sides off. Okay. And then we have our math problem. What's up with this? Unless that's just a little piece just to kind of keep it from sliding back and forth in transit. So you don't start with a solved puzzle, or a partially solved puzzle. Now I can't get this back for some reason. This wheel is stopping me from... Well, that's okay. I mean, we need it out, which gave us this pattern. Let's write it down just so we have. So it's apple, apple, triangle, bar, apple, apple, pendulum. Okay. What's stopping me from turning this? Because that has to be next. Oh, these ball bearings do move. You have to turn it over, and then you can. So let's see if I can. Maybe I have to line them up, and then that'll let me turn it. Let's try that. So empty pyramid is eye and flower. That's lined up. Oh, I probably have to use this to move them back and forth. Okay. Okay, partial pyramid needs to be eye and flower. And then that'll let us turn it, I bet you. So let's... Empty pyramid is X and... this thing. And the full pyramid is X and I. X and I. Ha! Okay, so now it's saying unlocked. And this path goes through. Now it goes through. Oh, okay, now it lets me unlock this one. So, yeah, it dropped the ball bearing right into this section of the puzzle here. So, these have to slide in place, and it looks like I need to use this ball bearing inside of these cutouts, and then I'll use this magnet to drag the cutout. So it goes here first. Oh, this one just came out. That was here, right? It was one of these two. It was this one here. So turning this unlocked. There's a, I don't know if it's going to show up, but there's a locking mechanism right there. Okay, so this is our next. I have to start with this square one here. But I can't move it only because this one doesn't go that way, and this one won't go this way with this one in place. I'm going to have to lift this initial vertical piece that was keeping the ball bearing in place is currently stopping me from pulling this over, so I'm going to need to lift that up. I can't get it to go all the way over. Oh. This is now coming off. Oh boy, okay. I'm going to continue working here. So I got to get this one over first. That should be out of the way enough. And then I can do that one. Now I can do this one. Sorry, my back is itchy. Now I can do this one again. And then, oh, okay. This one again. This one. And this one. So now I got all four, or all three, the circle, the diamond, and the X-type thing lined up. So I'm going to take the ball bearing and send it down this path into here. And then I'll use the ball bearing to rotate these. Nope, hopefully I actually use the magnet part. Okay, so I can use to rotate these, but I don't know what symbols to line up with these on the top here. So there's two arrows on the top here that are pointing down into these gears. Let's see if I can just close this. Oh, maybe not, because then I won't be able to get it back open. So I'll use this ball bearing to line up these. I can't even get this back over now. And then, I don't know, that'll do something. But this is coming off now. This section here. Now that I've unlocked these three. So, now we're going to do this. So here's our starting point. We're going to go apple, apple. Oh, I'm going to reset this. I'm going to pull up on this at each point and see if that or if we just have to follow it. Apple, apple, triangle, pendulum, and the next apple is back down here. Apple, apple, pendulum. Ha, okay. There we go. So how does this function? Yeah, so it's like a gear type system. You can see here that there's this piece coming through, and the inside of these triangle things has a, let's see if I can take it out and show you, probably not. So these look like this. So there's a channel on the outside here, and this kind of goes like this actually. So this section is solid, and then we have this channel on the outside. And as you turn it, it can catch on either side of this channel. There's a horizontal piece that goes through like this, and it can catch on either side of these. So it's just a cylinder lock. As you rotate it back and forth on each of these things, it'll rotate this into place, which looks like this. Lining up with these three things on the inside here, which lets us take this out. So we've got this. So we opened up this section, and we've got a little thing on the inside here, if I can get it out. Oh no, pulled a little too hard on it, and I broke it. Shoot. Let's undo this. We got this fishing line on here. Oh, it comes apart. I didn't break it. Oh, so it's actually, this is a stand for this, so it displays like this. I see. This is one of those, I can't recall what it's called. I'm going to pause. I'm not sure if I'm done, because I got this out, because we didn't do anything with this. It's called, shoot, I can't remember, tension compression or something like this, but it's a weird little thing in physics. So in between these two hooks I'm going to string that fishing line, and this will hover above the, it kind of looks like it's going to defy physics because it should fall down this way, but this is pushing down on the fishing string, keeping that in tension, and then it's compressing this other hook. Excuse me. And that keeps it floating. So we got that open. But, so what do we do? So we're just rotating. Is there something on the end? Oh, is there a second ball bearing in there? No, there is something I can see right underneath there. A symbol of some sort. I can't see it though. Looks like it kind of looks like this one. Is there a symbol over underneath here then maybe? And I don't know. I line them up. I got this open though, so what's the point of... So, and then No, there's no symbol underneath there like I thought there was. I can still turn these. Does this lock it somehow? Yeah, now this is locked in place. It's almost like I skipped a section. Okay, that's this. So I guess these three don't come out. It seems like these gears were intended to be used to unlock this. Which would have taken this piece off and allowed me to... I think I skipped something. But I'm not sure. That's because now this is locked. But I can turn these gears. And there, I don't know what the combination is now, but there appears to be an unlock point of some sort. And you get these lined up. But these symbols don't appear anywhere else on this puzzle. Is there something on the bottom here that I missed? Something on this? This is the anti-gravity thing. And they've got assembly instructions on the back side here. I don't know. I'm not sure I understand this section. I mean, I get it. You line up these gears and it allows you to pull this out. But these symbols don't appear anywhere else, so I'm not sure how you're to be expected to... And then there's this little equation, plus plus. Sorry about that. The camera stopped recording and I didn't notice. But we got it back together. That's it for this one, the anti-gravity device from Puzzle Potato. Next we're going to get into this one, the Philosopher's Stone, another one from Puzzle Potato. Same kind of thing. Wooden puzzle box, different clues and things. I haven't looked at it yet, so I'm not sure what's going to happen with this, but we'll get into it. As usual, Moonplay Cosmetics, my Bluetooth app. Check it all out below. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.